Hey guys, it's Rush, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. This video today I am talking about Ken, particularly because there's a lot of conversation about Ken right now. People are saying that he's the best Shoto in the game. He's always been fairly strong, but he's very strong now. I'll admit that. A little bit about me. I've been playing Ken from the very start. For me, I'm not too bothered about tier placement. I just enjoy the fighting style in Street Fighter 5 of this character. I think he's flashy, he's fun, and he's strong enough. You know, he's good, and this version of Ken is probably the best that I've ever seen throughout all the seasons I've played from the very start. So yeah, in this video we're going to talk about how to play this character in Street Fighter 5. We're going to talk about the core areas to focus on and practice to get the most out of him. I'm no expert, but I do know my way around Ken a little bit, I'd like to say. Is he top tier? I don't know. I think him and Akuma are probably at the top. They have different strengths, different weaknesses. I'm not experienced enough to say who's the stronger one of the two. Akuma's still really good, but Ken is up there as well. So yeah, in this video let's talk about at a higher level how to play this character.
You win.
Okie dokie guys, the 6 particular areas in this video I'm going to focus on: hit confirms, frame traps, whiff punishes, anti-airs, throw game, and the last one is just general punishes. So these are punishes on block. These are 6 areas that Ken really does do well at in this game. There is a 7th I'm not going to really talk about, but his movement is pretty good in the game as well. One of the fastest dashes in the game. His walk speed, his back and forward walk speed isn't too bad. I think his forward walk speed is better than his back walk speed. He has like momentum based V skills. He has V skill 1, you know, he can cancel off normals, and V skill 2 does dart him around the screen quite quickly as well. He's got his EX dive kick, which is, people complain about EX dive kick, but it's a tool, it's a movement tool in itself, because it can actually cause anti-airs to whiff entirely. It can change the jump arc and get you in very quickly as well. So you need to look past the fact that dive kick is now -2 always on block. So yeah, so these are the 6 areas I'm going to focus on. But before I get into topics, I've got a special guest that wants to have a quick word with you guys. So I'm going to let him have his few moments, and then we'll get into the first topic. It's quickie, bro, and I got some words of wisdom about Ken Masters, bro. Like, you guys are complaining still about Ken, saying Ken's no good. He's got no pressure. He's got no plus frames. He's got no consistent combos, bro. But let me tell you, Ken's the best he's ever been right now, and possibly the best Shoto right now, bro. Yeah, you may not know, but I played a bit of GIF, I played a bit of Mika, I played a bit of Cammy, but I actually picked up Ken. I played Ken for 7 hours, and I managed to crack Ultra Diamond with Ken in 7 hours. Some of you guys have been playing the game from February 2016, and you still haven't cracked Ultra Platinum. It's embarrassing, bro. At this stage, if you're not good, you can't blame yourself and you blame the character. You just gotta uninstall the game, man. It's an absolute embarrassment. Absolute embarrassment. Just get good, nut up, shut up. Alright, thank you Quiggy for your words of wisdom. We will take them on board. Swiftly moving on to the first topic, confirms. Confirms is not something exclusive to Ken. It's just that Ken is very reliant on hit confirms, and if your hit confirms are good in this game, you can really do damage with Ken. Like, he just dominates throughout. Like, if your hit confirms are on point, like the opponent will just be in the corner the entire time, because that's where you're going to put them. So the moves, the normals that you're going to use to hit confirm, I'm going to quickly blitz through these topics and give you the information. Crouching medium kick is the first one. It's just because it's the only one that will catch forwards and backwards movement. So you're going to be looking to confirm this into like Tatsu if you got meter, EX Tatsu, because this gives you corner positioning, which is very important in this game. Stand medium punch is a very difficult hit confirm. It's 15 frame confirm window, I believe. May even be 14, I forget now, but this is very difficult to confirm, but it is possible with a lot of practice and a very sharp eye. So you will be confirming this into EX Tatsu and heavy kick Tatsu as well. It's a very common one. Now, why this is important is because Ken gets really good Oki, and he can put the opponent into the corner very quickly. I'm not saying he's the best at these. Well, I think with Oki, he has probably some of the best Oki in the game, but his corner carry is not actually the best. There is other characters that do it equally as good, if not better. But you know, you put the opponent in these situations, and look, you can see you've already got corner position, corner control. So this is why the hit confirms are really important, because it gives you a mix-up, an advantageous mix-up, because you have the Oki opportunities and you also put them in the corner. So it's very scary when you do this. Other hit confirms, this is one of the most important ones, is his line breaker. This move is 8 frame startup, but it's a 20 frame confirm window. So this is really important to use. You don't want to just throw this out. You know, this whole video is talking about higher level play, but you do not just want to throw this out consistently waiting for the confirm. You do want to space yourself and look for a particular button from the opponent, but you will be confirming this into, at the bare minimum, step kick if you use V skill 1, it will be V skill 2 into DP or EX Tatsu if you use V skill 2. But if you're a V skill 1 user like me, you want to get used to confirming this mid screen into heavy punch DP. With the buffs, it now hits 3 times. If they're close, you can do heavy kick Tatsu, only if they're close. It will whiff otherwise, and max range, 1 bar spend, EX Tatsu. I'm not going to overcomplicate things in this video, simple as that. Those are pretty much the main hit confirms you're going to use. There is Chin Buster as well, which works in the same fashion as Line Breaker, but this is more used for frame trap opportunities, and also it generally works more if they dash into you rather than like a whiff punish. It's not really a whiff punish, even though we're talking about hit confirms, but you don't really want to be using this in neutral too much, I don't think. But if you think a dash is coming, or you know, that's your preference for checking a dash, then that's a good time to use it. And also, yeah, be ready to hit confirm it. If you use back medium punch, you need to be ready to hit confirm. It's worth mentioning as well in the corner, if you're landing these target combos, then generally we do step kick, ending DP, same for line breaker as well. Again, these are all single hit confirms. I did discover recently with line breaker specifically, or 1 bar spend with V skill 1, EX fireball into DP is really good. It's a lot more damage for your 1 bar doing that, and that's something I don't really do at the moment. That's something I'll probably add soon. Again, I'm not going to overcomplicate it with the V trigger combos and all that jazz, but that's generally what you want to do. So you know what hit confirms are important now, and you know generally the ones that you want to do. I'm not going to talk about how to practice them. I'm just giving the information on how they're used and why they're beneficial. Okay, so frame traps with Ken. People say that Ken doesn't have plus frames, he's never plus. It's not so much that, that's not the issue. The thing with Ken is he pushes the opponent out quite, well, I wouldn't say quite quickly, but he doesn't keep the opponent, he doesn't keep close to the opponent without taking risk, like a dash or cancelling the V skill. It can be sometimes tricky to keep in on the opponent. This is where you have to utilize things like EX Fireball to keep pressure, mainly in the corner. But Ken can frame trap 3 frame buttons, 4 frame buttons very, very well in this game, but they do require counter hit confirm skills and single hit confirm skills. This is why the single hit confirms are so important. So Ken has a lot of +2 situations into back medium punch. That's how you essentially frame trap 3 frame buttons. So Ryu should press 3 frame, yep, 3 frame jab. So you can see there, my +2 situations into back medium punch. Single hit confirms, you need to do that. The thing with this is as well, and I see a lot of players fail at recognizing this, you can't delay the sequence. If you delay, you get hit. You've got to do it instantly to get the hit and get the hit, to get the frame trap and then the confirm. So don't delay. Don't like stagger your buttons when you're trying to. If you think the opponent's going to press a button, don't delay or stagger your pressure. Keep it tight is the key there. You can also do back medium punch into heavy punch, target combo 1, but you can delay it. So it frame traps, that's really good. You do want to use either V trigger or EX Fireball to keep it safe. This is really good in the corner because you get the DP follow up. This is nothing new, but it's actually really important for Ken, because the reason why this is good is because back medium punch itself is -2. It's not actually your turn here, but with meter, you can make it your turn. Well, not make it your turn. You can take the turn and actually score damage off it. So it's actually really good. Even mid screen, this is pretty good as well. you know, you get opportunities. You don't need V-trigger, I just showed that there. But you can see, if they think that it's their turn, you can create oaky situations even mid-screen as well. And that's the thing with Ken. Getting these knockdowns, getting the corner and getting the oakies, that's so important with Ken. He's able to frame trap 4-frame characters well, even better to be fair, because he gets other options like that now. He gets crouch and medium punch, crouch and medium kick, again single hit confirm. He also gets this, which is quite new. I think it's new in this season. That's it, yeah. Crouch jab, crouch medium punch, stand light kick, which I think all combo and count it. I can't remember. It's been a long time. So yeah, you can frame trap 4-frame buttons there, because Ryu's doing that stand light kick, which is 4-frame. EX fireball becomes powerful now in the corner, because you can frame trap now with that medium punch. You don't even need that medium punch. You can do lights to frame trap off the +1 for EX fireball as well. So frame traps are really important as well. There's opportunities to get 1-hit confirms, push them in the corner and get that, you know, important Oki. That's the key to Ken, man. Just put them in the corner, get the Oki, and just blend them to death, really. Okay guys, topic number 3 is whiff punishing. Whiff punishing is very similar to Ken's hit confirms. The only difference is the opponent's going to whiff, which will give you more of an indicator to confirm your hit. So that's it. So it's kind of the same topic as topic 1. Let's go through a few scenarios of which buttons are good to use. If I was to say his best whiff punish tools, I would say stand medium kick, because of the range. It's really good. Stand medium punch, because it's 7-frame startup and it generally combos into anything. Heavy kick Tatsu works off stand medium punch unless you're at really far range. EX Tatsu is actually so godlike after stand medium punch. Puts them in the corner pretty much as well. And I'm going to say sweep, which is probably something you didn't expect me to say. The sweep is so good with Ken. I don't use it enough and I have been using it more. But these buttons that you can't generally reach. So Chun is an example with some of her buttons. Seth with her, like with his her. Crouch heavy kick, is it? That weird kick he does. It's so good to whiff punish those buttons that you can't sometimes get in close enough to whiff punish. It's ridiculous, and I'd recommend using it. But yeah, let's just go through these quickly. So Line Breaker is so good, it's really good. Just don't use it too much in neutral. It's 8-frame startup, it can be whiff punished. Stand medium punch, as I mentioned. Why this is good, because you can go into heavy kick Tatsu, you don't need to spend any bar. If you're close enough as well, you can get big combos like that, good damage. Medium kick Tatsu, EXDP. Crouch and medium punch is an interesting one. Let me talk about this one. This is good as like a buffer, I find. It actually is really good as a buffer. So don't sleep on that as well. Generally, EX Tatsu is the best thing to buffer off of with that. We mentioned sweep. I can show you the power of sweep. Look how late I am and how far I am. Ryu's buttons, like, it comes out centuries ago. Ken sweep reaches 8-frame startup, really good range. I think it actually has better range than is ever so slightly more than Line Breaker. So don't sleep on sweep, it's good. You don't want to just throw it out for no reason. That's not how you use it. You want to look for something specifically to whiff punish, and you can even V-skill cancel, V-skill 1 cancel off it to get Oki. Surprise, surprise. What other buttons? Crouch and medium kick. Yeah, it's a little stubby. It doesn't have good range, but obviously being a low, you catch walk forward, you catch walk backwards, and it can whiff punish a lot of stuff as well. EX Tatsu is generally what we use there. Like EX Tatsu, CA. You know the score. You can even use DP now. It generally does work mid-screen, so it's another good whiff punish tool. There are other buttons as well. I'll quickly go over. Crouching heavy punch is actually ridiculous. You need to learn which buttons to whiff punish against, but the sheer damage, it does over 300 damage. The corner carry is just mad. Yeah, there's slow buttons that you can space yourself well against. It's great, but you don't want to sort of just, again, like the sweep, you don't want to just whiff it in neutral. You want to know what to look for when you're using it. I'm starting to use it a bit more, and I'm getting good results. Stand heavy punch is the last one. Stand heavy punch is not something you want to throw out in neutral, even though I do it all the time. And stand heavy kick. Stand heavy kick's so bad. People just jump at you and you eat a full jumping. But stand heavy punch is good for, again, certain buttons, similar to crouching heavy punch, because you can go into V skill 1, which covers ground, and then you get good damage with the Tatsu into DP. So it's really good. Again, you want to use that more for specific whiffs, slow buttons that you can't sometimes, you don't feel like you can reach always. But yeah, it's used in a similar fashion to crouching heavy punch. Maybe we want to switch to crouching heavy punch rather than stand heavy punch. I feel like stand heavy punch has more range, but it is 3 frames slower, and it doesn't actually combo consistently into the yeah, it doesn't combo. I think they removed that. So in a nutshell, that's Ken's whiff punishing. So the next topic is anti-airs. Ken has 4 really good anti-airs, in my opinion. He has the traditional medium punch DP, you know, the SHOTO DP. It doesn't go really far out, so you can crouch into the DP, so you can hit some really deep jump-ins at all kinds of angles. You can utilize the DP facing forwards, the cross-cut DP as the auto-correct, which is the hardest DP technique of them all, because you sometimes lose or completely whiff if you're not careful. So medium punch DP is the DP, but in this game it comes with risk because of crush counters. If you whiff a DP, you get eaten about 250, 300 damage potentially, or more. So the second one I'm going to mention is crouching heavy punch. I'm actually going to show you now why DP, the disadvantages of DP versus crouching heavy punch. Hopefully I can get this right. You can see there, I know Ryu jumped again, but I did a forward throw in the corner. Ryu jumped. I did DP. I dealt with the jump in, but I actually took him out of the corner, put myself in the corner because of the DP. If I utilize crouching heavy punch, I'll probably mess up. It's a bit tricky to get this timing. Muscle Noob would get this first time. Look at that. I've put him back in the corner. So yeah, the damage is a little less, but I maintain screen positioning. And if I was ready for the jump out, like if I position myself a bit better, you know, they're not getting out of the corner. And I think that's so good with Ken. He also has the ability to do like V skill, so you can do like, let's say he does get out the corner successfully, I can crouch and heavy punch and put him back in the corner. V skill 1. I think Muscle Noob Joe, he does crouch and heavy punch into, I think, is it a charged V skill? I think it is, I forget. I'm not a V skill 2 kind of guy. So crouch and heavy punch is really important to use, and it can stop some, because it crush counters as well, you can actually get some insane combos off it. Some ambiguous jump-ins can just be shut down. I've seen Zeku flips, you know, his old Zeku's flips. He's actually behind Ken, and somehow this crouch and heavy punch is still hitting, even though Zeku's way behind him. In a way, I'm going to be honest, it is kind of busted, but it's a tool. He has it. It hasn't been nerfed, so just use it, man. Get used to distinguishing where the DP is good and the crouch and heavy punch is good. I mentioned 2 other anti-airs. The other anti-air, his heavy punch DP in this season is ridiculous. It's crazy. Like there's not enough time to talk about how good the heavy punch DP is, but let's just show you now. Like, so Ken's heavy punch DP's got mad range now. I think you already know. Mid screen, you should be anti-airing every neutral jump with heavy punch DP. You know, no excuses. Jumps last for an eternity. Position yourself at the right spacing, you can anti-air this with ease. You don't even have to look for it once you're used to it. You know, you'll know what to do when you see the opponent neutral jump. Doesn't do massive damage, but you do get a second DP now if it hits once. So if you get one hit at the DP, heavy punch DP, you get a follow-up. You can get CA as well. It's rare to do that, I find. So yeah, heavy punch DP is the third anti-air that I recommend. The fourth one is just CA. Raw CA it can be good as an anti-air. It's kind of got the same range as heavy punch DP in terms of anti-airing neutral jumps. I use CA as a raw anti-air against neutral jumps as well. That does catch people off guard. So that's the other one. So anti-airs in a nutshell, that's literally it. It's just utilize all of them: heavy punch DP, CA, crouching heavy punch, medium punch DP. But generally the ones you want to use, the three most important ones, I'd say the most important, dare I say, is crouching heavy punch. It just makes life a lot easier. Medium punch DP, if you're playing a Shoto, you've got to start DPing with medium punch DP. And heavy punch DP is one of Ken's bespoke or specialist tools, and it's brilliant as an anti-air against neutral jumps. Add that in as well. So Ken's throw game, his forward throw gives you some form. It's not the best mix-up, but he gets mix-up with his forward throw. If you dash, even though you can't see the frame data of the dash situation because Ryu jabbed there, you are -2 if you forward dash after a forward throw. If they are jabbing, 3 framing, 4 framing, you can do stand heavy kick. I don't like that option. The reason I don't like that option is because it's quite risky to throw that out, but you can do more, like there are safer options to use, like stand medium kick. You can kind of pressure the opponent and confirm after a forward throw. What this sets up is things like the throw into throw, so you can do like a throw, forward dash into throw. Obviously I know Ryu's jabbing, but I can do another dash, throw. That can be really scary for the opponent to deal with after a forward throw. So think about those options, mix it up, so do nothing, dash, delay dash, throw out, just do a micro walk into maybe a stand medium kick to catch those stray buttons. If you want to go gung-ho, do the stand heavy kick, because that will always crush counter if you time it correctly. So you can see Ken has options after forward throw, mid screen. The back throw is interesting. You can't really get anything in terms of Oki. They do anything, they're too far out. But a good option is dive kick. That can actually be really scary for the opponent. After back throw, it can actually catch them off guard. It can also cause their regular anti-airs to whiff if the spacing is right. I think you might have to walk forward a little bit, but you can cause that to happen. And when they whiff, you can catch them from behind. And if they dash after a back throw, you can actually punish it. If they forward dash, you can actually punish the forward dash. So it's something to look out for. I think mainly if you back throw, you want to look for the forward dash, and also if they jump at you, you can actually, I'm sure you can do a slightly delayed crouching medium kick to cover the forward dash, and recover in time to medium punch DP a jump forward after they've been back thrown. That's some options to think about there mid-screen. Where Ken's throw game shines, like most characters, is in the corner. The opponent only has to be at this kind of range to be back thrown in the corner. And you can see oops, messed it up there, but you can throw, you can meaty. So the mix-up begins with that back throw when you put them in the corner. It's quite scary for the opponent to deal with. And if they are waking up buttons, let me show you some of the things. I've got another video on this, but let's just show you some of the options. If you throw them in the corner, if they're pressing buttons, you can't do, there's no throw loops, but you can dash in. You're safe. Don't forget you're safe if you dash in. You can wait and throw them after they've whiffed the button. You can, Chin Buster is really good, because Chin Buster you need to do a micro walk into back medium punch. Chin Buster will beat the wake up 3 frame, but you can also use the delay as well to get more damage, which is really nice. So you can actually meter them and cause a frame trap in that situation. If you want big boy damage, stand heavy punch can be used as well. You can combine it with V trigger to make it safe and all sorts of nonsense. Do you know what I mean? There's options there. I think you can even use like stand medium kick. It's one thing I do sometimes use as a meaty. It's quite good, that. A little less risky compared to stand heavy punch. You can do a jab into medium punch. I do use this again quite a bit, but it's a bit tricky to time that. So you do a jab, count it, combos into medium punch. So these are options as well you can use in the corner. As I mentioned though, you can do this, throw into dash throw. It's not real, but that is very scary to deal with, and that will get the opponent. They have to do something. They either have to DP, they have to wake up jab, they have to backdash. So these things create mind games, and I'm not the best when it comes to Ken's corner game and pressure, but these are things you need to consider with his throw game. Finally guys is Ken's punish game. I actually think this is one of Ken's best attributes in this game, especially this season now because of the range on his heavy punch DP. He's got moves like heavy punch DP, which is 4 frame startup, but it's better at punishing like -5, -6, -7, -8. He's got CA, which is 5 frame startups that can punish -5 and upwards. It's got super good range as well, surprisingly good range. He's got EX Tatsu, which is 8 frame startup, good range. He's got V Trigger 1, EX Tatsu, it's 6 frame startup, excellent at punishing -6 situations. Like, there's a lot of I think Jimmy recently, I caught him with, he did a fireball close, he said it wasn't close range, I said it was, and I did a raw EX Tatsu to punish it, and it works. I don't think I would have reached with anything else at the range he used the fireball, but it was -6 and the EX Tatsu punished it. So I think I've started using the EX Tatsu in V Trigger 1 against Gill's Quarrel Kick as well, which is like -6 and -7. I'm telling you man, he's got such a good punish game, and it's slept on. People don't utilize it. His stand like isn't the best in the game. I'd say Sakura's is the best, then probably Ryu's, then maybe Ken third. But it is so good for these -4 situations. You know, it cancels into DP and generally gets 2 or 3 hits. It's so good, man. So let me show you a few things quickly. I mean, generally that's all you need to know for punishes. But the key thing here is you need to learn key punishes for each matchup and utilize the tools to punish those moves. Be ready for them. I just recently played Ixion in ranked, and he did Light Scythe, yeah. Now look at this. Completely punishable. Just do heavy punch DP. It's a quick move, and I know it's hard to be ready for it, but just utilize heavy punch DP. What did I say? -7 did I say? So yeah. You can see my medium punch doesn't reach. But if I try and crouch a medium kick, the DP does. This is why heavy punch DP. DP should not be used as a -4 punish generally. If you're in range to do -4 punish, you do stand light kick DP. You get more damage and it's more chance of it hitting. For -5, -6, -7, heavy punch DP is a better consideration. It depends on the move, to be fair. We saw a sweep there. Ken has a real good time of punishing sweeps. That's a punish, like it's Tatsu. Want to spend 1 bar? Yeah, it's Tatsu. I even think heavy punch DP is a really good and sweep punish now. Something I've been considering lately, and CA of course as well does the job there. So look at these punishes you get so much choice because of the range and the startup of these moves. I don't know what this is. Have a look. So what's this? -13. So this is one of those moves where it actually is hard to punish. EX Tatsu. If you're close up, EX Tatsu. Well, if you're close up, you probably want to use Line Breaker. But if you're like a mid range, EX Tatsu does punish it, 8 frame startup. But if you're at max range, I'll try and show you this. It shouldn't punish, but yeah, it does. Nerf Ken. I'm pretty sure it doesn't at all ranges. Okay, that's working anyway. But if I use CA for example here, I don't think it will. But yeah, okay, Ken's broken. Ken is broken. It works as well, but you need to learn the ranges yourself to be sure. There's another move I think I recorded. Yeah, so this is probably the one that I think will whiff. So this one is -10. Look at that. EX Tatsu doesn't reach. I think CA whiffs as well. So you got to be a bit closer. But Ken can deal with these situations. Look, he can punish it. Whereas some characters, probably Ryu, probably can't. I think he needs CA to punish those moves. But look at this. If I go max range now, yeah, I'm in V Trigger 1, as far as possible. That's punish. That wasn't even reversal timing, that's punish. Because of the 6 frame startup, it's so fast. So this is another strength of Ken. I mean, like my game for the last 5 years is I've just focused on punishes, hit confirms, frame traps. That's generally my game, and that's carried me to this level I'm at now. And if you're serious about using this character and you want to use him properly, these are the things that you need to learn. And it is boring. It does take up time, but if you want to play Ken the way he's supposed to be played and you want to get the most out of him, these are the areas that you need to work on. But the good thing about using this character and investing time in these skills are that they're really good skills when they come to fighting games. It's awareness, it's reactions, it's whiff punishing is, it's a skill in itself. It's not wasted time. I mean, I hate to bash other characters, but if you were to play, let's say, Bison, for example, you're not going to really learn to hit confirm that much. You don't really need to. It's not your fault. It's the fact that because that character doesn't require it, it's a skill that you'll never really touch. So it would be beneficial, for example, a player that doesn't have to rely on whiff punishing as much or on hit confirms, anti-airs as much, to play a SHOTO like Ken, to learn those skills. And then when you go back to the character that you main, you'll have those skills in your arsenal, and they could even be beneficial for the character. You could even start hit confirming things that you didn't realize were even worth hit confirming. Do you know what I'm saying? So these are key skills, but this is the way you should be playing Ken. Combine that with what I mentioned with the movement and a bit of the jank, and you'll see how good this character is. So it's a long video, guys. I do apologize, but I really wanted to do this because of, again, hot topic right now, and I feel like it's my place to have my say about this character. Thanks for watching, guys. Any thoughts, any opinions, any questions, any queries, give me a shout in the comment section. Hope you're enjoying the content right now, and yeah, thank you for watching. Take care. Oh, this is fucking hard, man.